Good evening, everyone. My name is James Fleming, and I'll be going through a quick presentation here on some different cyber threats that could affect our system. I'll go ahead and jump to the next slide. When dealing with cybersecurity, there are different threat actors, or what we consider bad actors. Some of those that we need to protect against. We have advanced physical threats, or advanced persistent threats, APTs. There's cyber terrorism. There's going to be script kiddies, cyber criminals, hacktivists, and insider threats. So let's go ahead and start looking at each one of those here. The first one we're going to look at are going to be the APTs, or advanced persistent threats. These are going to be adversaries that have a sophisticated level of skill and significant resources that would allow it to achieve its goal by using multiple attack vectors. These attacks pursue their objective over a long period of time, and they also can adapt to the efforts that we put in place to resist them, making them rather dangerous. Generally, these are going to be, again, well-funded attacks that have a high level of security or a high level of technique and skill. They may be backed by states, so they may be funded by different countries, and their goal is to steal sensitive data. The next threat we need to look at is cyber terrorism, and these are groups that use cyber tools to shut down critical infrastructures in order to coerce or intimidate people or organizations. They may or may not be well-funded. Generally, they would be, but they do have a high level of skill, and their goals are to generally just create chaos to achieve their goals. The next type of threat we're going to look at are going to be the script kiddies. As the name kind of suggests, these are going to be people that don't have much programming knowledge. They don't have a whole lot of skill, and what they're using are pre-existing or pre-made softwares to launch their attacks. Again, they're not going to be a well-skilled or well-funded attack. They're going to be people that are trying to hack for the first time and don't know what to do, so they're using somebody else's work to do what they want to do. Next group we're looking at here are going to be cyber criminals. This can be a person or a team that's using technology that's going to commit hostile activities either on a network or a system in order to steal sensitive data, that's personal or company information. They may have a high level of skill, definitely more than the script kiddie. Generally going to be not so well funded. They're more looking for personal information. They're looking for social security numbers, credit card information, personal data that they can use. They can either sell or use for other things. They're not likely to focus on a single person or a single entity, but they're going to be conducting operations on a wide array of victims, usually using similar platform types, online behavior, or similar programs used. They're not likely to follow predefined steps to get what they want, generally trying to just do what they have to do to get the information they're looking for. Next group we're going to look at here are going to be the hacktivists. These are groups or people that are using their hacking skills to bring about social or political change. They're going to have an agenda in mind, and they're going to want to get their message out to people. Generally going to be higher skilled and can be well funded, so they can get that message out towards as many people as they can in order to try to influence people towards their point of view. Right. Finally, the last group we're going to look at here are going to be the insider threats. These are authorized users in a company who have access or understanding of an organization that can bring about harm to that organization, whether unintentionally or maliciously. It could be a skilled attack. It could be someone who knows what they're doing, is going out of their way to get that information, or it could just be an accident, someone that doesn't know what they're doing and leaves information or leaves access to information out for other people to get a hold of. But if it is a malicious attack, a lot of times there's going to be a pattern of behavior. There's going to be conflict with other employees. Their performances are going to be low. They're not interested in jobs. They misuse company resources. And these are employees who may be selling confidential data to a competitor or someone else because they have that knowledge of the company that they can get in there and do that. All right, now that we've kind of identified some of the different bad actors or threat actors that can be potentially attacking the company, kind of breaking them down into different threat levels. Some of the lesser threats, we're going to be looking at the script kiddies. They generally don't have the knowledge or the desire to hack into a hospital system. They're not where their interests lie. The other one would be the hacktivists. They generally have better things to do with their time or more worthwhile agendas to focus on rather than hacking into a hospital system. They're looking for other things to get into. On the other hand, some of our greater threats that we may face here in our organization would be the cyber terrorism. They have the potential to shut down or disable an entire hospital system. This could lead to breaches in financial information. It would lead to breaches in medical history, including treatment plans and past medical history for our patients. It has the ability to impact medical treatments. If our systems aren't working right, if we can't process things correctly, then the patients aren't getting the treatment they need because that's holding everything up there. It can disrupt our facility operations, and it can even cause public concern for the safety of people's personal information. If it gets out that someone has attacked our system and has been able to access personal information that should only be known to us and been being kept confidential. And then finally, the insider threats, whether that again is that malicious or unintentional, the insider has the acute awareness of the company, which can lead to devastating results. Again, personal information getting out that is supposed to be protected. Even if this breach was accidental, again, just not something we want to deal with. So, because there are so many types of threats, it is important to have safeguards in place to help prevent these breaches. We need to be vigilant and diligent against these cyber threats, including programs in place such as firewalls, and also making sure that our cybersecurity experts are up to date on the latest training, that we have the best knowledge possible based on what's out there, that we can, and then ultimately manage, address, and prevent any attacks as they come. So I thank you for listening today, and everybody have a great rest of your night.